I've got Ebony, I've got Assassin, I've got Mike Miller, Doug Summers. I go right on down the line. Let me tell you, brother, Kevin Kelly, you stepping into a ball of fire. Ask Hack Sawyer, Tommy Pritchard, Matt Bourne. Look at Matt Bourne's head. Look at his body. Looks like a 50-year-old man, like his old bulldog daddy. When you step in out here to the Northwest, you're stepping into the Klan's territory. And nobody steps into Klan's territory, Stasiak, you know that too, without leaving crippled up or putting up with a lot of pain. Tell him, Assassin.
You see, another thing the Klan never forgets is when somebody puts injury upon one of the members of the Klan's body, you see, Daddy. You got some dues to pay, Sawyer. You got some dues to pay, Pritchard. You got some dues to pay, Matt Bourne. Oliver's Klan, Mean Mike Miller, Mr. Ebony, the Assassin, the leader of the Klan. We can stand here very tall because we are the best that the world has to offer in professional wrestling. And we're going to start doing a lot more crippling around here.
Mr. Ebony.
Really, what the man is trying to get over to all you so-called tough wrestlers and fans out there, if you see the Klan in a fight with a bear, don't help us, help the bear. Because we ain't going nowhere. How no fair the Klan will be there.
Right, baby. Hey, Jack, look at this man right here. Give him a big pose out, Miller. Look at that big arm. Hey, you seen how vicious Miller was tonight? All he needed was a little coaching from a leader of the Klan. The man that's going out, he's going to start crippling just like Ebony and the Assassin and myself. Kelly, pump iron, boy. Take Hack Sawyer and Tommy Pritchard and Matt Bourne. Jimmy Offie. All of you. Get on down. And don't forget Guerrero. Guerrero, you too, boy. Anytime any of y'all want to get in with the Klan, you just put your name on the dotted line, brother, and we'll take it money to the bank and send you to the hospital.
You know, Oliver, as far as I'm concerned, I've always been an admirer of yours as an athlete.
Right.
And at one time as a person. But you know what? I've changed my opinion about you. This crippling up. I was a professional wrestler for over 25
times have I said, Stasiak?
Listen, wait.
Keep your mouth shut.
Well, I have a right to say what I want to say, too. And I'm not going to let you bully me around verbally or
You
physically.
just listen to me. This is my interview. You stand up there and hold the mic, and I'll do the talking. My Klan will do the talking. And we'll do the crippling when we get in the ring, and you can take that to the bank, Stasiak.
Well, I'll tell you what. You're a pretty poor excuse for a human being. You're nothing but a hooligan. Back to Don.
Okay, and we'll be back with more right after this timeout. Main event is going to be the Assassin, one of the part of the Klan coming up here, to go against old Hacksaw Sawyer was. And I'll tell you, if these interviews get any longer, Stan, we're going to have the main event right up here.
Well, Don, you know, I don't mean to interfere with anybody's interviews and that, but, you know, sometimes things they go a little bit too far. And doggone it, you know, when you spend so much time in wrestling and everything, and you see someone that deliberately gloats over hurting someone, you know, wrestling is a very, very tough sport, and it's very easy to get hurt. You have to be aggressive. You have to have a killer instinct. You're out to win. But, you know, there's got to be a line drawn. And Oliver has gone beyond that line. You know, gloating over someone's broken knee, leg, and, you know, deliberately professing that he takes pleasure in this. To me, that's where the sportsmanship goes out, and it does get to me, Don. It's just kind of an instinct within me, and I just had to say what I felt. I'm tired of this bragging about hurting people, and I just felt like I had to say something.
Ladies and gentlemen, the next event will be the best 2 out of 3 falls or to a TV time limit. Introducing in this corner, 242 pounds, the Assassin. His opponent in this corner, 226 pounds from Florida, Hacksaw Sawyer.
Hacksaw, of course, one half of the Northwest Tag Team champion. He and Tommy Pritchard. And they're wearing the belts that used to belong to the Assassin and Rip Oliver.
Yes, and what a match this will be. Hacksaw Sawyer, of course, everybody's favorite here in Portland. Fine young man from St. Petersburg, Florida. Has made quite a name for himself. Everybody at first thought, oh, yeah, he's not big enough, this and that. But, boy, oh, boy, he is a firecracker, boy, I'll tell you. He's got a thorough knowledge of wrestling. He was a fine athlete through high school. And, you know, his brother, of course, is a very famous wrestler, Buzzsaw Sawyer. And I'll tell you, he is a competitor, boy, and extremely popular. And by no stretch of the imagination is he any type of a pushover.
Somebody just had a sign over there that said Hacksaw Sawyer, Portland's finest. Well, with Hacksaw's leaping ability, he rises to the occasion. And he can, just like Armando Guerrero, man, they can become giants in that ring.
That's right. And look at that. Hacksaw Sawyer, boy, not wasting any time, going after the other drop kick.
Yeah.
Oh, the altitude on that drop kick. Out of the ring, over the top rope goes the assassin onto the floor. And the crowd just loves it. Hacksaw Sawyer, boy, right off the bat.
Oh, this place is coming unglued.
Excitement in the air tonight here at the Portland Sports Arena. The crowd loving every minute of it.
We had two bells rung, the ring bell and the assassin.
And what an impressive victory we saw by newcomer Kevin Kelly over Pretty Boy Doug Summers in very, very impressive fashion.
Oh, you're not kidding.
Look at Sandy Barr's T-shirt. Ripped down the middle. That must be with the scuffle with Doug Summers.
Yeah, just thinking the irony of the comparison they're making between Kevin Kelly and Billy Jack, and here Kevin Kelly wins that match with a full Nelson.
You bet. Very reminiscent of the great Billy Jack, doing very, very well in the East. They lock horns again. The assassin drives a knee to the midsection of Hacksaw Sawyer.
That really took the wind out of Hacksaw. Now the assassin going to work on Hacksaw. There's a judo-type chop across the ear. Another one. Now getting a little more vicious. Hacksaw's seeing some scars right now. The assassin got him against the rope. Oh, reversal.
And Hacksaw, another drop kick. And another drop kick, and over the top rope goes the assassin. Holy cow! Wow.
You know, you didn't see this last week, Stan, but the assassin did a number on old Hack. And in fact, I think he won the match, the fall. And Hacksaw was out there in the ring during the entire, waiting for the second fall. And the assassin came back in, and old Hacksaw was playing possum. He just jumped up there and laid one on the assassin.
You know something, Don? That is the part that I caught.
That is
on
the
television.
Yes.
Great. That was fantastic.
Yeah, Hacksaw just laying there, sucking him right into it. Now, have a little discussion. Well, that's part of the discussion.
Hacksaw saying, shame on you.
He's speaking another language out there. Italian, I think. They're locking up into the ropes. Oh, look at that. Look at just when the assassin thought he was getting the best of Hacksaw, Hacksaw brought him down.
Now the crowd approves. A little bit of humor, but not for the assassin.
No, Hacksaw is aping the assassin right now. It's really getting to him.
You know, in my years in professional wrestling, I've had occasion to encounter wrestlers that had a tremendous sense of humor. And, you know, it's actually a strategy that works. Making fun of your opponent sometimes.
Is that right?
Look at Hacksaw now.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, it'll break your concentration. And, you know, Hacksaw's been doing it a lot lately, and it works.
Yeah.
Now, hard right to the jaw by the assassin.
And twisting that arm around. go down. Oh, boy. There's a reversal. See how quickly that was done. Twisting and turning. Now, the old pump handle. And you hear the crowd counting.
Hacksaw really giving it to the assassin boy. He's been in command from the opening bell.
Into a kneeling arm bar. Oh, Hacksaw giving us the okay nod. Look at Hacksaw. He's just talking. He's got such facial expressions that tell an entire story in about 3 seconds. Yeah, he's asking the crowd, should I go ahead and break it? The crowd yelling, yeah, break it. And they're not talking about his concentration.
Standing armbar by Hacksaw Sawyer on the assassin now. Stop by the assassin. Tackle by the assassin coming off the ropes. Arm drag by Hacksaw Sawyer takes the assassin down. What a lively crowd we have here tonight.
Oh, what a lively match. Hacksaw was waiting for him coming off those ropes. If you like action like that, I know you do. You want to see action like that maybe in your own hometown. Maybe if you want to raise some money for a charitable group, a club, a church, a school, organization. Well, let me tell you very quickly here, a man to contact so that you can do exactly that. Barry Owen right there on your screen. Call Barry Owen at area code 503-484-0840, and Barry will tell you how you can go about booking professional wrestling into your area to raise money for any charitable cause. And it works.
Hair pulled by the assassin, drops a knee to the side of the face.
Good little stomping there on the forehead. Oh, he's going to run us, going to choke him along the top rope. Into the turnbuckle, face first. Boy, that's smart. Now the crowd trying to provide that fan power. And there goes Hacksaw out into the crowd.
And now the assassin starting to have his own way. It was just a matter of time before that would happen.
Now the assassin's going out there to get Hacksaw on the concrete. Look at that, into the side of the ring. Yeah, Hacksaw's in, he's got the hurts right now. He's in a bad way. Trying to shake the cobwebs and get back to his feet. Meanwhile, Sandy Barr with the count. Now here comes the assassin again. Look at that.
Oh, yes. Assassin using the ropes for leverage. Hacksaw in a bad way now. Trying to get back into the ring. Here's the assassin now. Over the ropes. Drives an elbow to
right down on the throat.
Hacksaw Sawyer now. He will need time to recuperate. He'd be better off to just go out of the ring, take as much time as possible. He has 20 to get back into the ring. Decides to stay. A lot of times, Don, it's hard to really think when you're in a situation like that. You're hurting.
The flying mare coming down and working Hacksaw's forehead. Going for the pin. 1, 2, and Hacksaw powers out. The assassin's had things pretty much his way for the past few minutes.
And now Sandy Barr checking to see if there's a choke. Hacksaw Sawyer in a bad way right now. This is the first fall of our TV main event. 2 out of 3 falls to a TV time limit. Hacksaw Sawyer from St. Petersburg, Florida, against the assassin from parts unknown.
You know, we just saw Kevin Kelly in the match before of his Portland debut. And you're going to see a lot of new wrestlers coming into the Portland area this summer. whole lot of action. And a reminder, too, that these matches that you see on Portland television are regulation bouts, sanctioned by the commission direct from the arena, as opposed to studio matches that you see on most other televised wrestling from back east or other parts of the country.
The assassin has just taken Hacksaw Sawyer down by the hair. Sandy Barr questioning now. The assassin applying a lot of pressure on Hacksaw Sawyer now. Shoulders are down. He gets a 1, a 2. Up comes the shoulder. Another 2. A bridge by Hacksaw Sawyer. Fine effort. Hacksaw now looked for a while. He was going to start to work on that mask, which always distracts the assassin.
The crowd again chanting, "We want Hack." You can probably hear that.
Takeover by Hacksaw Sawyer.
Oh, what a move that was, huh?
You bet. Like I said, Hacksaw Sawyer is a fine competitor, boy. He's all heart in there.
Well, it was about a year ago that Hacksaw was the Pacific Northwest heavyweight champion. And now, of course, he's part of the Northwest Tag Team champions. Oh. Well, you saw it. We don't have to describe that one. You saw it.
And Hacksaw now with a hard right sends the assassin down to the mat.
Now Hacksaw going to work. Watch this.
Oh, back body by the assassin.
What a power move that was by the assassin.
You can't sell the assassin short. Oh, another miss by the assassin.
Hacksaw just said sit on it, and the assassin did. There comes a whip into the ropes. Double shot by Hacksaw. Oh, and he just took one right in the midsection. May have been a little low. Oh, Hacksaw into the turnbuckle.
Oh, look at the surprise move by Hacksaw Sawyer off the top rope. We can have a fall here. And we do. Hacksaw Sawyer has just defeated the assassin with a beautiful front foot flip off the second rope. Oh, boy, what a fall that was. Hacksaw Sawyer has just surprised the assassin and everybody in this crowd tonight and has taken the first fall of our main event here tonight.
Oh, baby. Oh, mercy. That's the kind of action, Stan, that's going on all over the Pacific Northwest. In fact, you can bet tomorrow in Hoquiam, Aberdeen, Hoquiam, Washington, the YMCA gym over there. First fall, if you tuned in late, first fall was taken by that man right there, Hacksaw Sawyer over the assassin. And a brilliant move by Hacksaw. And if you tuned in late, you missed the debut of one Kevin Keller. Just on that interview. Nice guy. Real gentleman.
Very, very impressive, Don. I can see the inexperience, but I'll tell you what, I can see a lot of potential there. To start off with, we all saw how well built he is, and, you know, he does have a reputation. He can use the fist real well. After all, he won the Tough Man contest in California, and he's no slouch. Fine young man.
You see that, the assassin came sneaking into the ring. Thought he was going to catch Hacksaw with his back turned, but Hacksaw was warned by the crowd. And Hacksaw gets some of the devilish looks on his face. And he can be a devil now. I don't know what the assassin's doing with his hand behind his back there. Crowd really getting on the assassin. And every once in a while it kind of gets to him. This is our main event. Best 2 out of 3 to a TV time limit. Hacksaw Sawyer with the one fall advantage.
Hacksaw Sawyer takes command right off the bat. He's got the only fall.
Now he's going to twist that arm. Oh, he's going to... It's the using the head for leverage bit here. This could be very painful, and he goes right back to twisting it.
And now a reversal by Hacksaw Sawyer. And a flying head scissors. This Hacksaw can get you from anywhere.
Look at that.
Oh, anywhere, any angle.
Guy is just something.
You name it, he'll get you. Very exciting wrestler to watch. Hacksaw Sawyer.
You know, we mentioned that over the past few weeks, Mike Miller seems to be getting a little more mean. The past few weeks, Hacksaw seems to be getting a little more aggressive and agile himself.
And a little more humorous to his advantage.
Yeah.
Completely befuddling his opponents.
Well, he seems to be relaxed in there. Just, you know,
Yes,
kind of
he is.
loose.
Well, you know, despite his very young age and everything, Hacksaw Sawyer has become a polished wrestler. He is, going into the veteran stages. He's been in it a few years now. He's been around. He's wrestled the tough wrestlers like Oliver, and he's held several titles, and he's got the experience now. And, he's going to get better. And he does get better. And so does Tommy Pritchard. As a team, I still think that they are the most exciting tag team combination in the world of wrestling today.
Put him up against any tag
Anybody
team
does.
anywhere.
Really.
Now the assassin. Oh, the assassin. He didn't have that in mind.
And Don, I want to say this, too. I've been watching.
You
This
can't
match
tell me
is tied up at one fall apiece.
there's something under there. We'll be right back with our third and final fall right after this.
The crippler, Oliver.
Has everyone just seen what a great job the assassin did on Hack Sawyer's face, Jack? And it goes on and on and on. I could stand up here and talk about my clan for weeks. And I know you don't like nothing I say, and I don't give a damn what you like or what you don't like.
Oliver, let's make one thing clear. It's not what you say, it's how you go about it. You know, you're not just an athlete,
Don't
you're a
interrupt me
sadist.
again. I've already told you one time. You call me a hooligan, you call me a sadist, you call me whatever you want to call me, Stasiak. But I am the leader of the clan of the Northwest, and it looks like the clan is ruling the Northwest. It's been doing it for the past 4 years, and it's going to keep right on doing it, whether you like it, or Don Owens like it, or anybody else likes it. So anytime I'm up here, you just keep your mouth shut, sit back, hold the microphone up, and let me do the talking, and you do the listening.
Well, I'm going to tell you right now, and I'm not going to be your robot either.
Anything you say, Stasiak,
Hey,
make it good about me.
Let's not start shoving, okay?
I know this feud's not between me and you. And I don't want it to be between
Well,
me
I
and
don't
you.
particularly like you
All right,
poking
well,
your
you
finger in
just
my
keep
chest.
your face out of my business, and anytime you say anything about me, make sure it's good.
Well, I can't say anything good about you
I
because...
got you.
Well, I'll tell you what, let's just go to a commercial break, and we'll be back with our third and final fall after this time out. Got Stan, carried him out of here, and he's back in the dressing room. I don't know if Stan's going to be back. I don't know who's going to be doing the rest of these interviews. I think our director, Larry Neat, will probably come up here and do the rest of these interviews. Because it's in my contract. No blood in my contract. Well, I've never seen anything like that. That was absolutely a vicious attack on the announcer, Stan. Stan wasn't ready to battle Rip Oliver. Here's Matt Bourne. Is he okay?
I'll tell you, Don.
perfectly honest with you, Don. I've never seen Rip Oliver conduct himself in this manner.
I haven't either. I've never seen anything like that.
I mean, when you get down, the bottom line is the issue is Oliver and myself, and him attacking Stan like that. Geez, that's totally off the wall. It's uncalled for. You know?
Oh, he's bleeding. Is he hurt?
Yeah,
Pretty bad.
And hit him with that chair. I heard all the way back in the dressing room. Boy, I'll tell you something. It's a good thing the Cage is around that ring tonight. This just gives me more. This gives me more to punish him for and get even with him for all the things he's done to me and Stan tonight too. I mean, Stan's a good. He's a respectable man. He's been retired.
He wasn't ready to take Rip on.
He's not gonna fight Rip on. If he's back in the corner, Stan will fight. He's a tough man. He used to be world champion. But there he is. You know, he's up here. He's got his job up here to interview the wrestlers and commentate the matches.
It's so uncalled for. The sport doesn't need anything like that, Matt.
I don't know where his mind's at, but that guy's crazy. He is crazy.
Well, I'll tell you, you've got a little more ammunition now to lay on him in that cage match tonight, and one for me too.
Yeah, not that I needed it or anything, but I'm telling you, Dan. Stan's a good friend of mine. I've known him since I was a little kid, and I've got the utmost respect for him. And I'm not going to stand around and let somebody watch somebody do that to him, just like I wouldn't do it. Let somebody do that to my own father. I'm not going to stand around and let him do it. I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to be thinking about Stan when I'm in there whooping on him tonight.
Well, we'll get a report on Stan's condition in just a little bit.
I'll tell you, Don, I helped him back to the dressing room, and it didn't look good. His head was gashed open pretty good, and the blood was flowing.
Well, I'm sure glad you made it up here to help him out, because it's so unnecessary. Well, this is the third fall of our main event, all even at one fall apiece. The Assassin working on Hacksaw Sawyer right now. This whole place just came apart when it broke out here in the Crow's Nest. Well, nobody could believe what was happening. An interview turns into a brawl.
Yeah, well, maybe he feels the pressure's on him, because sucker punch a Stan like that. That's not even like Rip Oliver to do that. But I'm ready to go tonight, Don, baby. I am ready. I woke up this morning thinking about this cage match.
Well, I don't know what we're going to do here for an interview. We're going to go right out of this match right into an interview. We're not even going to take a commercial break. As soon as this match is over, we're going to go into an interview. And right now, I'm not quite sure if Stan's going to be back out here for the interview. Our director, Larry Neat, just reminded me that we have one announcer left. Thanks, Larry. Very comforting. The Assassin brings down a knee on forehead of Hacksaw. Gets a 2 count.
Oliver, Don, what would you do if he was to do something like that to you? He's leaving himself open for a lawsuit. Stan could probably kick his butt. I'm not. Stan.
Oh, I'm sure he could.
All right.
Now, here we go. Oh, baby. Hacksaw Sawyer working on the Assassin. Look at
going for the figure 4 now, Don. All right, he's got it.
He could have it.
All right. Now, look at this. I can't believe this, boy. Hey, this stuff happens way too often. I'm not putting up. This is the exact type of thing that I am trying to put it into, that we're all trying to put it into. Is this double teaming when single matches, tag matches, somebody's always interfering? It's going to come to a stop, and by God, I mean it. I can't sit up here and watch this.
Mr. Ebony working on Hacksaw Sawyer. Now the assassin working on him. Sandy Barr on his knees. Matt Bourne is just now leaving the crow's nest. I don't know if he's going out. Here comes Tommy Pritchard with a chair. This place is going crazy. Absolutely insane. Look at Tommy Pritchard. Here comes Matt Bourne. There's Matt. Matt's getting into the ring. Now he's going to the aid of Hacksaw. First it came to the aid of Stan Stasiak, and now he's at the aid of Hacksaw. Matt Bourne in there. Tommy Pritchard, Hacksaw bleeding from the forehead. Sandy Barr was even knocked down. The assassin and Mr. Ebony both standing outside. I tell you, this clan this clan is absolutely insane. They live for pain of other people's. We're going to have to get an interview up here into the crow's nest right now. We're not going to take a commercial break. We're going for an interview. And obviously we're going to try to find out. We're going to try to find out. Here's Stan now. Stan, you all right?
I'll do the interview, Don.
Okay.
How about an interview? I'll tell you, you try to retire from wrestling and, you try to speak your opinion. Something like this happens, but that's beside the point. I definitely intend to take some legal action against Rip the Crippler Oliver. In the meantime, I have a couple of gentlemen here that I have to interview. Tommy Pritchard and Hacksaw Sawyer.
Dan, let me say this. If it's war you want, it's war you got. Because you're not going to get by with this, and you're not going to get by with that without paying some dues, Oliver. Assassin, Ebony, if that's what you want to do, and you want to fight it out, Hack's not down, brother. It may get a cut, and it may take two of you to do it. But we're not down. And if you want to put it 2-on-2, that's fine. Because Hack, anytime you want to go to war with us, brother, we're more than ready for you. Assassin, sweet Ebony, let me tell you something, boy. Nigger, whatever you want to say. I'll tell you what, next Saturday night, you bring the assassin and Ebony on, because me and Tom Pritchard will be here, and we're going to be here to kick some ass.
You heard it. That's Hacksaw Sawyer and Tommy Pritchard. And I'll give you back to Don right now.
Stan, why don't you come over here and sit down, partner? Man, I tell you, you did more than earn your money tonight. Are you okay?
Well, Don, I'm not okay. And it's not a matter of pride. It's a matter of, I don't know how to describe it. I don't know what words to say. However, I will say one thing, that I will do everything in my power to see that Rip the Crippler Oliver is suspended, punished, and fined. And I will try to see to it that he never, ever wrestles in the Pacific Northwest again. I will pull every string I can, use every important person in professional wrestling that I know, from commissioners to secretaries to attorneys to the president of the National Wrestling Alliance. I will do everything I can to see that this man is barred from professional wrestling, especially from the Pacific Northwest.
Well, taking these kinds of things out in the ring is one thing, but when he takes it up, brings it up here to the crow's nest during an interview with an commentator.
Anyway, what a main event next week, Don. I'm in a daze right now, but we will be back here next Saturday night, and we will see the great main event. I'm in a daze now. I really don't know what's going on. I'll let you take it over, Don.
Okay.
And I love all you fans out there. I'm sorry this happened.
We thank you very much for joining us tonight. This is Don Koss along with Stan Stasiak. We'll see you next Saturday night from the Portland Sports Arena for Portland Wrestling.
That's right. And I will tell you something else. This is only the beginning. I have just started my action against Rip the Crippler Oliver. If I can have my way, he'll never wrestle here again. I don't care whether you like it or not. And just, you guys keep your hands off of me, because I'll tell you what, I can also use this microphone as a pretty doggone good weapon.
Let me tell you, Stasiak, what you got last week from Rip the Crippler was an attitude adjustment. Just what you needed. And now you got him suspended, right? You, Matt Bornall, these goody two-shoes, Hack Sawyer, Tommy Pritchard, everybody gets together with you, Stasiak, because you think you can get Oliver suspended. Well, I talked to Oliver today on the phone, Daddy. He said, assassin, baby. He said, I'm putting everything on you heavy, brother. I know that you, Ebony and Miller, have no choice but to humiliate everybody involved, you see. So what I'm going to say right now, Stasiak, is Rip the Crippler said, he said, I got my attorneys working on it. I got J.J. Dillon working on it. Don't worry, brother. You just stick to the phone. I'll keep calling you. I'll keep in touch with you. But what I want you to do is start humiliating the people that were involved with this, like you, Stasiak, like you, Sawyer. So, Hack Sawyer, what I'm issuing here, brother, is a challenge to you, Sawyer. You hurt my leg, you put me out of commission, right? I'm issuing a challenge to you, Sawyer. I'll put my mask on the line that for 2 years, many wrestlers come after me and try to get this mask. I'll put my mask on the line, Sawyer. I'll put my reputation on the line, Sawyer. I'll put me leaving town on the line, Sawyer, or you leaving town, Sawyer, or you shaving your head right in the middle of the ring. And I told Oliver I would shave your head right in the middle of the ring, humiliate you in front of all the people of the Pacific Northwest. So, Sawyer, you've heard my challenge. Put your hair on the line or leave town. Or I'll put my mask on the line or leave town. Whichever, Sawyer. If you got any guts, I mean, there's got to be some dues paid for the leader of the Klan being suspended, brother. You look at Mike Miller. You look at Ebony. You look at the assassin. You talking about some wrestlers ready to issue out some pain and some heavy dues to be paid for what happened to the leader of the Klan. So everybody in the Pacific Northwest, Rip Oliver has placed me as leader of the Klan to take care of everything in the Northwest for him, and I'm going to do it for the leader of the Klan, you understand? Sawyer, you've heard my challenge. All you got to do is accept it if you got any guts, and you're going to pay for everything you've done, Stasiak. Tell him, Ebony.
Let me tell you something, Stasiak. You're riding high on your high horse. You got Oliver suspended. You think you really done something. Let me tell you something, Jack. You are walking on thin ice. You understand what I mean? If I get my hands on you, I'm not going to hit you with a chair. I'm going to stand you on your head and you won't walk for 6 months. You understand? You will pay. Hack Sawyer, Pritchard, Bourne, all of you are going to pay. We're going to start getting rid of guys. We're going to start putting guys in the hospital around here. Well, let me tell you something, Jack. Be careful.
What about you, Miller? I suppose you're proud of all this.
Ripper, we're holding it down here, son. We got it all well in hand. Ain't nobody gonna run over the Klan with you gone. We're right here to stay. I've been here to stay. I've been back. I'm ready to start hurting some folks.
Well, you know what? I just hope that Hacksaw Sawyer accepts your challenge, and you lose, and you can get the heck out of here, too.
Yeah, we'll see if Sawyer's got enough guts, but I ain't going nowhere. I just been appointed leader of the Klan to take care of the Northwest for Rip the Crippler. Crippler, we will handle everything here in the Pacific Northwest, and it's time some people pay some dues. Some wrestlers, I know they're all shaking back there in their boots because they can't stand to see us out here because they know what we're made out of. You're going to find out what we're made out of, brother. Be ready. Sawyer, let's find out if he got any guts. I don't think you do, you yellow dog. I don't like you. I don't like your brother. I don't like your mama. I don't like nobody, boy. I hate your guts.
I wonder if you like yourself. Surprise here tonight, and none other than Playboy Buddy Rose. Buddy, what brings you here? Where you been?
I got a lot. The Northwest, I've got a lot to say, but Matt Bourne wants to talk first, so you go right ahead.
I want everybody to know that I miss this gentleman standing next to me. And when he walked up to me tonight, I was stunned. I was glad to see the man. We've been through so much in our lives together, more than anybody could actually really know. Right or wrong?
That's right.
Now, wait a minute, buddy. I just want everybody to know that the Playboy has told me he's coming back, and he's got a lot of things he's going to tell you people, and I'm personally very interested in finding out myself. And you people out there, just stay behind me, and this Mr. Ebony, he is going to be taken care of tonight. My head's a little sore right now, but hey, it's no big deal. It's no biggie to me. In fact, I like a little bit of pain.
Stan, can I hold the microphone on this? Northwest, I got a lot to say, and do you people want to hear what I got to say?
I want to hear it.
Okay, first of all, I've been gone for 9 weeks. I've been out of the Northwest, I've been in the Northwest, I've been to Japan, I've been all over the country. And there's complete chaos going on in wrestling all over the country. You know that, right, Matt?
That's right, buddy.
Now, I got to bring up a memory here. When Billy Jack was here, we all stepped aside to wrestle Ric Flair. Billy Jack went in, he wrestled Ric Flair, beat the hell out of Ric Flair, and Ric Flair kept the belt. It was a 1 hour draw, and Billy Jack didn't win the belt. Now, you may say I'm trying to sound conceited here, but if I would have wrestled Ric Flair that night, I think I could have won the Northwest Heavyweight belt. What I'm trying to say is this. Wait a minute. Matt Bourne, when Roddy Piper come in, he was injured. Granted. Then he goes up to you, and he says, Matt Bourne, I would like to have you take my place in the chain match against Rip Oliver, and you did it, and you won the match thanks to Piper jumping up and helping. But you, I had to step aside again. And then Ebony and Miller are the only two alone. Oliver was barred out of the territory because of you. Assassin's gone.
Well, what's the point you're trying to make, buddy?
Now, the point I'm trying to make is this. Everything's been happening the last 9 weeks, and Playboy Buddy Rose is back in his suit. Playboy Buddy Rose is back in the Northwest. Playboy Buddy Rose wants to look at that lump on your head. And you know what? If he'd hit it a little bit harder, you probably would have been bleeding. He probably had to hit it about this hard. Hey. I'll tell you what I'm doing. Boy, I'll tell you what I'm doing. I'll tell you what, Stasiak, you touch me, I'll have you barred from wrestling. Matt Bourne, it's been everybody against Buddy Rose. It's time for Buddy Rose to take over the Northwest. And I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what, Stasiak, don't touch me. I'll tell you what I'll do. You think Rip Oliver hit you. Bourne. Bourne. You know what I'm trying to tell you here? Hey, Buddy Rose is back, and I'll tell you what. Matt Bourne, Tommy Pritchard, Hack Sawyer, look at this. Here's my shoe. Why don't you lick the bottom of my feet, Matt Bourne? You see, I'm taking over the Northwest from here on out, and nobody's going to stop me.
Can we get a stretcher?
Boy, I'll tell you, talk about a turn of events. I mean, that was so unexpected. I can't believe it happened.
Oh, it happened, all right.
I got to give you back to Don.
I wonder.
Matt Bourne. Matt.
I feel like a fool is what I feel like.
No, you have no reason to feel like a fool, Matt.
No.
I'll tell you, I feel like a fool myself. That's the last thing anybody expected. Got me by surprise, got you by surprise, got everybody in this audience by surprise.
Very foolish of me. Very foolish of me. I should have known the geek hadn't changed in 3 years. You hadn't lost any weight. You're still a big fat slob. I should have seen through a long time ago, Rose. Well, I'll tell you something. I may be able to fool you on Monday, and you may be able to fool me on Tuesday, and back again on Wednesday. But when it comes down to the bottom line, Rose, if you can remember back about 3 years ago, the bottom line, when you get into that ring with me, I've got the edge on you. I don't care how smart you think you are, how smart you actually are. I've got the edge on you when it comes down into the squared circle, pal. And you know it, and I know it, and everybody else knows it. Hey, buddy. Just reflect back now. Reflect back about 3 years ago when they turned away about 2,000 people and they packed this sports arena. And you crawled in the ring with me. Yeah, reflect back, buddy. You know what, Rose? I'm telling you, you come up here with me, I pat you on the back. I pat you on the back, and you look at my face and you smile at me. Oh, what a fool I am. What a fool. But I'm going to tell you something. Tuesday night, buddy. Tuesday night, you asked for it, you got it. Me.
And ladies and gentlemen, that's this Tuesday night. A double main event between Playboy Buddy Rose and Matt Bourne. That's this Tuesday night. Get your tickets early. Playboy Buddy Rose. And you're not getting this microphone anymore.
My mouth. You can't hit me and I can't hit you. Tuesday night, I do not suck. The Northwest sucks. Matt Bourne, you're...
Hey, come on, buddy.
The Matt Bourne's a pussy. He's so much a pussy. I got you Tuesday night, Bourne. Even though the Northwest Tag Team Championship's on the line. Tuesday night, Matt Bourne. When I get through with you, you're going to be so down under, they're going to have to airmail in light. You're going to look so much like Boy George that your jeans are going to have to be shaped like a question mark. The zipper will be just like a question mark. They won't know who you are. That's what kind of a pussy you are, Matt Bourne. And Tuesday night, Matt Bourne and myself are going to step into that square circle, and I hope the people back you up. I wanted the Northwest's attention tonight, and I got their attention. You know how I got their attention? By doing what I did to Matt Bourne. Now you...
Mike Miller has just appeared.
Mike Miller, Ebony, I got nothing against you guys. I'm on my own. I don't want to take nobody's place. I'm on my own. All I wish the best to you guys.
Buddy Rose, you come up here. You took care of Matt Bourne like we've been trying to take care of him for the past 6-7 weeks.
I'll take that as a compliment.
I'm telling you one thing, you put him down on the floor. You put him down,
Like
but
I
you
said-
almost put him out of business.
Like I said, I'm not trying to take nobody's place here. You guys got a big title match Tuesday.
That's enough talking for now.
We
We're
all
gonna go
have
back to the
something in
ring.
common.
Just get out of here.
You got it, bro. Matt Bourne, you're going down Tuesday night.
All right, we're going back out to the ring right now to get ready for the second fall. Things on us, so we don't know exactly what's happening, except that Buddy Rose and Matt Bourne are... And
I would like to have the privilege to introduce this man right here. This man right here comes from Africa, and this man is the strongest man in professional wrestling. This guy makes Billy Jack look like Bambi. This man right here, Matt Bourne, you and I are wrestling later on. Later on, no way I'm going to wrestle this man on television, Don Owens. But this guy came here tonight, and he had an open contract to wrestle twice tonight, and you got stuck with the strongest man in professional wrestling.
who is it?
Ladies and gentlemen, next Saturday night, we're going to have a kids' night, and all kids will be admitted free of charge that come with an adult. Next Saturday night. The next event will be one fall. Introducing in this corner, 265 pounds from San Francisco, Ron Pope. His opponent in this corner, 240 pounds from Milwaukee, Matt Bourne.
Well, we got another surprise here, Don.
You know this guy?
Yes, I've heard of him. Now it rings a bell. Ron Pope, great bodybuilder. I'll tell you what, Don, this guy is powerful.
Oh, he looked like he was.
Look at the physique. He's got tremendous arms, tremendous chest development, and he is a rugged individual. Ron Pope. Now, what a surprise Buddy Rose has come up with.
By the way, let's tell the folks what happened last Tuesday night here
right.
at the Sports Arena. Well, actually, Matt Bourne got the best of Buddy Rose last Tuesday night in a grueling match.
I wasn't able to make it, Don. I was busy that night working at a car dealership, and unfortunately, I couldn't get down here. They tell me it was quite a match.
Yeah, it really was. I wonder how tall Pope is. Well, yeah, he is powerful. Look at that. He threw Matt right there. You don't see that happen too often.
Ron Pope.
Buddy Rose is still over here in the... Oh, wow. Hey, talk about a...
Boy, I'll tell you, this guy is powerful.
Hey, he threw Matt into that turnbuckle. Wow. Buddy Rose is still down here in this on this corner down here. Into the rope.
Hard left.
Here.
This guy's a wild man. Body slam.
Hey.
Ron Pope, newcomer. Evidently a protege of Buddy Rose or ally of Buddy Rose.
Oh, he is working over Matt Bourne into the turnbuckle. Oh, good side suplex by Bourne.
Suplex by Matt Bourne. Completely surprises Ron Pope.
Pope, he didn't slow him
He gets
down,
right up and takes over again.
Yeah, didn't slow him down. He came right back.
What a wild man. Ron Pope. Oh, a bear hug by Ron Pope on Matt Bourne. Look at those arms on Ron Pope.
Yeah, got a lot of facial
I'll tell you,
muscles, too.
Matt Bourne in a lot of trouble now.
Look at Buddy Rose down here.
A lot of power in those arms of Ron Pope. Matt Bourne trying to fight back. Fans really getting behind Matt Bourne.
Yeah, Bourne coming back with some good left jabs.
And now Ron Pope finally staggers. But here he comes again.
He's going to do some stomping.
This guy is completely wild.
Into the ropes.
Back body drop. Ron Pope.
Well, this guy is powerful.
Matt Bourne kicks out at 2.
This is a one-fall match.
Now, Ron Pope going for instructions in the corner.
Buddy Rose gave him something.
Matt Bourne now. Roll up. He's down the fall. 2.
He's got him. He's got him.
Matt Bourne completely surprised. Ron Pope, Buddy Rose, victimized by his own tactics.
Look at this. Buddy Rose gave him those knuckles. I don't know if it's brass, plastic, or whatever. Now he's going to go after Buddy Rose
now. Out in the audience.
Oh, look
going towards the dressing room. Matt Bourne in pursuit.
He's going
outside.
outside.
Out of the building.
They're outside in the parking lot right now.
Buddy Rose and Matt Bourne are out of the building in the parking lot.
So are the security guards. So a third of the crowd is going outside. I thought he was heading for the dressing room, but he went out the exit. Pope, meanwhile, is he can't believe what's happened there in the middle of the ring. Buddy Rose handed him those knuckles. He put the knuckles on his left hand, and Bourne came right up behind him and did a number on him.
We see a very furious Ron Pope in the ring.
Well, that's it. Hey, we'll be back with an interview and then our main event. There's more right after this. Don't you dare go away.
Survive! We are the champions!
Tommy Pritchard and Hacksaw Sawyer. I thought maybe you might be doing the interview, Stan, with the PA mic from up here. Down to those guys.
Boy, I'll tell you can expect anything when the Klan's around. They decided they were going to do their own interview from the ring.
Well, Mr. Ebony and Mike Miller jumped in the ring. We thought they were coming up here for an interview. They went to the ring instead, grabbed the microphone. Now here's Tommy Pritchard.
Hey, Ebony, anytime you want it, I owe you one, boy.
Now they're going to go out. Well, they're going for chairs again. Hacksaw and Tommy Pritchard each picked up a chair. And that got Miller and Ebony out of there. They're going back to the dressing room.
Kind of a strange turn of events. The Klan decided to go in the ring and do their own interview. In the meantime, Hacksaw Sawyer and Tommy Pritchard chased them out of the ring and chased them clear back to the dressing room with chairs.
You know, that incident right there reminds me, Stan, that, you know, anytime these guys pick up chairs like that, you know, that's completely out of the control of Don Owen.
That's true. We've had some mail from some individuals putting all the blame on Don Owen. What can Don Owen do when those guys go in the ring? First of all, they are all individual contractors, really, basically, by legal rights. And what they do in the ring, he has no control over that.
Or what they do up here.
Or what they do up here. And, you know, let's not put the blame on Don Owen.
Okay, we'll be back with more action right after this timeout. Ready for our main event, and so is she. Hey?
For a while, I thought we were going to see our other main event, which will not be seen on television in the ring tonight, when Hacksaw Sawyer and Tommy Pritchard jumped in the ring.
Right. There's Buddy Rose. Okay. Matt Bourne is another Boy George. Is that what that says?
Buddy Rose.
Well, this is our main event. Buddy Rose and Matt Bourne turning into one of the major grudge matches in professional wrestling today.
And Matt Bourne now slowly making his way into the ring. Very important match. And now another banner out there saying Buddy Rump Roast.
Rose, yeah. Well, I'll tell you, they came here.
Ladies and gentlemen, the next event will be the best 2 out of 3 falls or to a TV time limit. Now, there will be no disqualification in this bout. They got to stay in the ring, and the referee will try to keep control of the match as much as possible, but there will be no disqualification no matter what they do. Introducing in this corner, 248 pounds from Las Vegas, Playboy Buddy Rose. His opponent in this corner, 244 pounds from Milwaukee, Matt Bourne.
Well, Matt Bourne wearing the scars of Buddy Rose, and Rose is wearing a few bruises and lacerations from the hands and feet of Matt Bourne. So both of these guys have certainly been through their own wars, personal wars. And here we go again. But this crowd here, which is tremendous tonight, they've got their signs and placards and banners. Oh, I'll tell you, anything's going to happen to this thing here tonight. Let's just hope it stays out in the ring. Look at this now. Matt Bourne's got Buddy Rose up there on that top rope.
Boy, I'll tell you, Matt Bourne being hesitant, but being also very careful.
Rose is just about at the mercy right now of Matt Bourne.
Matt Bourne now starting to take over here. Oh, and rammed Rose's head backwards. back of his head into that steel post. Buddy Rose is all over the ring.
Oh,
You can really feel that Matt Bourne being very calculating, taking his time. Oh, boy, does he want to tear Rose apart.
Well, that'll give you a migraine. Here comes a body slam of Matt Bourne. And just which part of the body that slammed.
Buddy Rose hurting now.
Oh, he's going to smash him into that post again. Here he goes again.
Oh, another time. Buddy Rose took a couple of hard shots into that ring post.
Well, I tell you, if you were here in person, you could hear this contact and just about feel it. Here we go again into the...
Oh, Buddy Rose head first.
And he blocked most of that, but he caught other parts of his body on that turnbuckle.
Bourne now rolling Buddy Rose up. Almost had the fall.
Well, so far it's been all Matt Bourne in our main event. Oh, yeah, Buddy took a swing. Buddy doesn't even know where he is right now.
Buddy Rose trying desperately to get it. He's at a disadvantage now. Matt Bourne has taken the initiative here right from the start. He hasn't really exploded yet. Oh, right over the top rope onto the concrete floor. Here comes Matt Bourne now.
He's going to grab a chair. He's got the chair, that metal folding chair.
Oh, clear across the head and shoulder. Buddy Rose.
Buddy caught that on his right arm.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Into the ring. Matt Bourne after him. Buddy Rose on the receiving end. Matt Bourne now.
I think he's biting him.
Biting Buddy Rose on the head.
Oh, yeah, he did. He did the old vampire lock there on that one. Well, this crowd is 110% behind Matt Bourne right now. They're chanting. Look at Matt Bourne, that look of confidence. Oh,
yeah. Matt Bourne got the job done. He did what he wanted to do, and he opened up a gash on Buddy Rose's forehead. Buddy Rose now bleeding. Matt Bourne, oh, yes, a hard left straight to the forehead.
Those are landing, my friends, right smack in the forehead of Buddy Rose. Right on the forehead.
Matt Bourne, very, very calculating tonight. Hasn't gone completely wild. Keeping his cool. And Buddy Rose, he's very effective. It's been all Matt Bourne so far.
He's got Rose just hanging over that top rope. Oh, he's got him wrapped up now. Look at that. You talk about being at his mercy.
Matt Bourne now from the floor. Got a helpless Buddy Rose. Oh, he is giving him a beating.
One left right after another, right on that forehead.
Buddy Rose in a lot of trouble now.
Now he's fighting him again.
Matt Bourne gnawing away at that forehead. Buddy Rose can't get loose. He's got that left foot stuck in that top rope. Finally, looks like he's going to get it out. Partially. Now Matt Bourne stepping on his head.
Yeah, he's just stepping, standing right on his head. Right on that forehead.
Boy, those ropes are tight, too, Don.
I hope the camera angle is catching this. Sometimes the camera angle is a little deceptive on some of these romps and stomps. But boy, I'll tell you, every one of these is landing and hurting.
Matt Bourne in full control over Playboy Buddy Rose. Buddy Rose backing away. Looks like he's got a gash right on the hairline. Matt Bourne, a kick, a low blow. Yes, But remember, folks, no disqualification. Sandy Barr just standing there watching, letting it go on.
Bourne's going to go up to the second rope, and he landed
Stomp,
again.
a hard stomp right to the forehead. Buddy Rose on the mat. 1, 2,
He's got it.
3. Matt Bourne has just defeated Buddy Rose to take the first fall.
You know, that was Matt Bourne all the way. I don't think
All
Buddy
the
Rose.
way.
He never even got a shot in, did he?
Not one shot.
Well, from start to finish in our first fall, it was all Matt Bourne. He's one fall up in our main event. We'll be back with our second fall right after we bring you up to date again. Reminder of our wrestling calendar starting next week.
Badly battered Playboy Buddy Rose, but we've seen him that way before, and we know what he can do. And this second fall should be interesting. Remember, folks, this is no disqualification match. Anything goes.
And that first fall, it was Matt Bourne all the way from the opening bell.
And what a vicious beating Buddy Rose took at the hands of Matt Bourne. Rose
is still trying to get something, a kick, a hit, anything.
Well, he's going to have to do something here. He's behind one fall. He's badly battered. He's still bleeding from the forehead.
Both of these men, southpaws, they can match each other's styles pretty evenly. Into the ropes. Again, Matt Bourne in control. And again, he's working on that forehead.
Oh, yes, Matt Bourne, boy, I'll tell you. Buddy Rose has been completely on the receiving end. Now, all through the first fall, and now so far in the second fall. Look, Buddy Rose is
Look at that.
helpless. He's tied up in those ropes. He doesn't know where he's at. He's in a daze. Matt Bourne, very calm, doing one heck of a job. Boy, he really prepared himself for this one.
He really did.
I would be very surprised, though, if Buddy Rose doesn't make some sort of a...
Matt Bourne's going to have to make a mistake for Buddy Rose to get
right.
to get a shot in there.
Somehow, Buddy Rose, like I said, we've seen him many times in bad shape like this, but so far he hasn't been able to come back at all.
I've never seen a fall involving Buddy Rose that he didn't
Do
get at
something.
least
Right.
one shot in
Do
there.
some damage.
But it was Matt Bourne all the way. Now look at that, Bourne biting his finger. Yeah, I would say that Matt Bourne came prepared. I'd say he's pumped for this one.
No love between these two.
Listen to the crowd. Now you can feel the crowd. They're clapping, they're stomping, they're cheering, all for Matt Bourne. Now they're chanting, "Go, Matt, go." Matt's been going pretty good here. Oh, don't turn your back on Buddy Rose.
Now a test of strength coming up. Looks like, Buddy Rose now.
That's the first one.
Yes. Now Buddy Rose senses. Yes. Matt Bourne getting ready to come right back. Rake with the nails right across the back another time. Buddy Rose.
Buddy's not letting up now. He's got...
He's a ring veteran. Rams Matt Bourne into the turnbuckle. A left. Another left. Another left.
Now he's working on the face of Matt Bourne.
Buddy Rose now.
What do you want to bet? Here we go. Into the
Matt
post.
Bourne's head in the very same manner that Matt Bourne rammed his head in the first fall into that steel post. Not quite as hard that time. A chop across the throat. Now Buddy Rose. Yanks that leg.
That leg about came off.
Right across that top strand. And now Buddy Rose has Matt Bourne at his mercy.
There's another left left hand right in the face of Matt Bourne. And elbow.
Buddy Rose having his way.
Oh, that landed right on the chin. Now he's going to bite.
Yes, biting away at Matt Bourne's forehead now.
Now the crowd trying to provide that fan power, but Bourne is in a pretty rough way right now. Buddy Rose working on him. Bourne trying to get back in the ring. Oh. Boy, that's a power elbow across the throat. Oh, look at this. And he's got that neck. His neck is right against the edge of the apron of the ring.
Oh, Buddy Rose having his way now, and he's proud about it. Looking at our direction here.
There's no disqualification.
Anything goes.
And it's going.
Now Buddy Rose looks like he's going to shove Matt Bourne right onto the floor. And now a little strut around the ring. Very arrogant. Sandy Barr starting to count. Matt Bourne has till 20 to get it back in the ring, but Buddy Rose going to take the battle to the floor.
Bourne's eyes are pretty glazed over right now. Oh,
rams his head into the apron of the ring. Buddy Rose reaching for a steel chair.
He just
rams that chair hard across the head.
Oh, come on. That's not nothing.
And now across the back. Buddy Rose giving Matt Bourne a severe beating right now. Hurls him into the ring and goes after him. Matt Bourne bleeding from the forehead now.
That was where his bit, I think.
What a vicious battle we are seeing here tonight. Our main event. Buddy Rose now having his way. A low blow. Matt Bourne in pain. And now biting.
Yeah, between biting and being hit with that metal chair, Matt Bourne's forehead is beginning to look like Buddy Rose's forehead. Now Rose, again, little left hand right on the forehead.
Matt Bourne really in a bad way right now. Buddy Rose is stomped to the head. Matt Bourne trying to make it to the ropes. Buddy Rose very cool right now, calculating just like Matt Bourne was in that first fall. A complete reversal.
Now what's Buddy going to do? He's going to go up. Oh man, he brought Matt Bourne's head right down on his knee.
Buddy Rose going for the pin.
This could be it.
And he gets a 3, but he pulled the tights that Sandy Barr could not see. Buddy Rose wins the fall. Sandy Barr did not see the tight. Buddy Rose pulling the tights. Fans disapproving. There was no way Sandy Barr could see it.
We're all even at one fall apiece in our main event. We will be back with the third and deciding fall right after these words.
I am not going to look at the camera. I'm not going to let the people see what my head looks like. I'm not going to give them that privilege. But you people, you keep watching, because you're going to see what Matt Bourne's head looks like, what his body looks like when I get through with him out here. Now, Stasiak, I just wish you were in there knocking heads with us. I wish Don Owens was in there knocking heads with us. I wish you people were in there knocking heads with us. Because now I'm sick and tired of knocking heads, and it's time that the other guy get his block knocked off. Matt Bourne, you just look at my back right now, because that's all you're going to see in the future is my back. You won't look at me man to man. When I beat you, Matt Bourne, all you're going to see is me walking off to the dressing room with my hand raised in victory. I'm not going down no more for anybody. Hack Sawyer, Tommy Pritchard, you both think you're going to get those belts back. Let me tell you something. I've never seen 3 of the biggest crybabies in my life. Matt Bourne, Hack Sawyer, and Tommy Pritchard. Well, I'm not up here crying. I'm up here bragging and telling facts. And Matt Bourne, the facts are going to be found out right now in this next fall. Who's #1 in the Northwest? Anything goes, Matt Bourne. You're supposed to be Mr. Tough Guy in the bars, Mr. Tough Guy in the streets, Mr. Tough Guy in Portland. We're in Portland right now, Northwest. Stay tuned and watch how tough Buddy Rose really is.
That remains to be seen, and now we're going to go right back to the ring for our third and final fall of our main event.
And back to the ring indeed. You can see part of the crowd here tonight. Oh, this place is jumping. It's packed. And they're seeing one heck of a main event. between Matt Bourne and Buddy Rose. Both men cut up pretty good across the foreheads. We're all even at 1 fall apiece. Matt Bourne took the first fall without Buddy Rose hardly even laying a hand on him. And the second fall went to Buddy when he definitely laid more than a hand on him. And that sets the stage for the third and the final fall. Best 2 out of 3 to a TV time limit. Matt Bourne making his way to the ring right now through the crowd. There he is. And here comes Buddy Rose. Well, this is one of the liveliest, noisiest crowds we've had in a long time, Stan.
Yes, Don. We're getting ready to start our third fall here. There are some pretty strong words by Buddy Rose. Of course, you know, he's always been a loudmouth. First, you still can't take it away from him, though. The man does have a reputation, and he got that reputation in the ring, so you can't sell him short, you know. I mean,
he has a reputation of being able to back up that loudmouth.
That's right. So, and now here comes the chant, rump roast. Something that started a few years ago.
No, he doesn't like that.
Oh, no.
Oh, he's going out into the crowd. Oh, I thought he was going to take on the crowd there for a second. They're getting to it now. And of course, that's what Matt Bourne wants. He wants Buddy's attention distracted.
Now, Buddy Rose very upset, indicating that to some fan that. And now look at Matt Bourne going after Buddy Rose. Buddy Rose.
He's doing a little jog.
Has
Matt
no
Bourne.
idea.
He crouched down there.
A little jogging going on out of the ring.
No, what's Buddy doing? He's warming up a little bit, huh? Yeah, he's really letting the crowd get to him. Boy, everybody is really...
Buddy Rose very upset with the crowd. Oh, no, Buddy. Don't you dare.
Wait a minute, Buddy.
Hey, look at that. Little grandma back there.
She stood right up to him. Look at that.
She's not backing off either. All right.
Now, here comes Matt.
Buddy Rose all over the place.
Well, Buddy's concentration has really been destroyed here between the crowd and Matt Bourne.
Now, Buddy Rose, you can bet your life he's trying to figure out a way to get to Matt Bourne. But Matt Bourne very alert tonight.
Buddy Rose wants to know how much time is left.
Yeah. Buddy Rose is stalling for time right now. Yeah.
Well, he's got
that's very obvious.
He's got 10 minutes to stall, though.
Sandy Bar, nothing to do except count the wrestlers out when their mats are when their shoulders are to the mat. Now both wrestlers in the ring. Buddy Rose, Matt Bourne.
I don't know what Buddy's problem there is. His real problem is going to be Matt Bourne.
Oh, yeah. Off come the tight. Yes. Oh, yes.
There's a full moon out tonight.
Yes, moon over Portland, Oregon tonight. Yes, sir. And the crowd goes wild. Buddy Rose.
Oh, atomic drop.
Here comes the atomic drop. Oh, and right over the top rope goes Buddy Rose on the floor. Here comes Matt Bourne after him. stomp to the back. Buddy Rose in trouble now again.
Here we go. Oh, he's going to use one of those folding chairs.
Oh, head first into that steel chair at ringside. Matt Bourne's starting to have his way again. Buddy Rose not so cocky now.
That landed right on the nose. Now Bourne following Rose right in there. Just used the lacing on his boot to rake right across Buddy's face.
Now Matt Bourne twisting that head of Buddy Rose, applying a lot of pressure. Buddy Rose really feeling the effects of it now. He's taking a few good shots by Matt Bourne.
Well, we're actually picking up where the first fall left off now with Matt Bourne in full control. Buddy may have waited a little too long here.
Sandy Barr checking that arm. If it goes down a third time, this match will be over.
No.
Almost. Little sign of life there. Matt Bourne now. Oh, stretching that head way back. And Buddy Rose back first onto the floor.
Well, he smacked his head on the concrete down there when he landed.
The fans love it.
Remember, there's no disqualification in this particular match.
Sandy Barr counting. Rose has got till 20 to get back into the ring. The count continues. Here comes Buddy Rose into the ring. Matt Bourne with it. Goes for lefts and right. A hard left to the forehead.
He's working on Buddy right now. Look at this. Suplex.
Front facer. Go for the suplex. Here it comes. Oh, a hard suplex. Matt Bourne coming off the rope. And it drives a knee right to the forehead of Playboy Buddy Rose. What a vicious match this has been so far.
Bourne in full control. Buddy Rose finally, he kicks out of that one. But he is exhausted. He's hurt. He's bleeding.
Now right back to that head twisting, that neck twisting. Very effective. Fans yelling, break it. Matt Bourne having his way now. Sandy Barr watching closely for any sign of a submission on the part of Playboy Buddy Rose, who's in a very bad way right now. Matt Bourne in full control.
You bet he is. Buddy Rose checking that arm of Buddy Rose. Oh, I don't know, Stan. You think this might...
How many times that arm come down?
I don't know.
Is Buddy Rose out?
It's hard to tell.
Well, we'll find out right now. 1, 2. Matt Bourne decides, no. I'm going to finish him off now.
Now, that could be a mistake. He had Bourne beaten right there.
He's going to go for another super. Boy, did you hear that?
Yeah, that's... he landed with a smash, right?
Matt Bourne coming up the top rope, the old cannonball.
Oh!
Yes!
This has got to be it.
The old Tony Bourne cannonball. 2. Oh, boy. Matt Bourne really wants to cripple him up and put him away for good.
He wants to punish him some more.
Buddy Rose completely out of it. Matt Bourne could have defeated him on 2 different occasions right now. He had him totally at his mercy. Now go
Wait a minute.
the chair.
Buddy just pulled.
Buddy Rose with a pair of brass knucks or some foreign object. Oh, right to the throat with a foreign object.
I think he knocked him out with that.
Yes, he did. Buddy Rose pulled out a foreign object out of his trunks and drove it straight to the jaw of Matt Bourne, and Matt Bourne is completely out. Buddy Rose will be declared the winner. Remember, this is a no disqualification match.
Now, that was that, he had that piece of
and
steel.
now he attacks Sandy Barr. Buddy Rose with a chair across the back. Really giving it to Matt Bourne. Oh, right across the back.
We're going to have to get some help in here.
Buddy Rose completely out of control. We're going to need some help in here.
Well, now
he goes after Sandy Barr again. Buddy Rose pressing that steel chair to the neck.
We're definitely going to have to get some help. He could really do some serious damage here to Bourne.
Now
Look
to
at
the
that.
throat.
On his throat.
Sandy Barr is out of it. Buddy Rose now with the chair again.
Matt's just trying to get out of the way. I'm surprised he can even
Matt's
move.
fighting back. Oh, boy, I'll tell you, talk about guts. Matt Bourne with very little strength left. Now Tommy Pritchard making an appearance here. Tommy Pritchard realizing what happened, probably watching it on the monitor in the dressing room. It took how Matt Bourne ever came up.
Buddy Rose is surrounded by security down there.
This match is over. Sandy Barr was attacked by Playboy Buddy Rose with that steel chair.
I don't know. You think Sandy Barr is going to let the decision stand when he was attacked by...
I really don't know what Sandy's going to do. Yes, he has no other choice, Don, but to give the match to Buddy Rose, despite of him getting hit and attacked by Buddy Rose.
I see he's got that, it's a steel wrapped in that...
right.
In that
pair of brass
wrapping bandage.
And Sandy Barr has no other choice but to give, being that it's a no disqualification, whether he hit the referee or not, that wasn't a stipulation, or it wasn't... there's no disqualification no matter what. Anything goes, and that's exactly what it means. Anything goes. Buddy Rose, the winner of our main event tonight. Fortunately, Matt looks like he's going to be all right. Despite taking a severe beating, he'll feel it a lot more after he cools off. You can bet on that.
Well, it was that shot to the chin, of course, with that steel wrapped in that wrapping. There's Stan the Man getting into the ring. I'll tell you, the old boy's been looking good past few weeks. I'm really proud of him. As are many fans, thousands of fans throughout the Pacific Northwest and right here in the Portland Sports Arena. Rip Oliver will be making his way to the ring in just a matter of seconds. Don Owen about to make the announcement.
Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget that the World Heavyweight Champion Ric Flair will make several title defenses sometime next month, so keep that in mind. Also, a newcomer from Tennessee will be here next Saturday night. Ron Sexton will be in here, and I'm sure that you fans will really like this young lad. He's a real hustler. Ladies and gentlemen, the next match will be the best 2 out of 3 falls or to a TV time limit. Now, it's my understanding that Stan Stasiak has said that if he wins this bout tonight, and either on a disqualification or any way, that he gets his hand raised, that he's going to insist that Tuesday night he get a chance at the Northwest Championship so he can take it away from Rip Oliver. We'll have a big card here next Tuesday night. So we're going to have some real hot matches here Tuesday night, so don't forget that. Introducing in this corner, 243 pounds from Florida, Rip Oliver. His opponent in this corner, 270 pounds from Portland, Stan the Man Stasiak.
All right. The Heart Punch Kid, the Crusher, Stan the Man, Stan Stasiak. Third man in the ring, of course, National Wrestling Alliance referee, Sandy Barr. This should be a dandy. If you've seen Stan and Rip going at it over the past few weeks, and you know that there is no love lost between these two men.
Get one, because I'm going to finish you tonight.
Well, Rip Oliver still voicing those threats that he's going to end Stan Stasiak's career tonight. But I think the thing that Rip Oliver keeps forgetting is that Stan Stasiak's career spans some 26 years, includes a World Heavyweight Championship in 1973. The man has been there. He's been around. He's written a whole lot of pages in that book. So, and Rip Oliver's tried to do some numbers on Stan and been quite surprised that Stan is in the condition that he's in. And Stan still has that heart punch fury that he can still unleash. Look at the look on his face. Well, I'm glad he doesn't look at me like that. wouldn't be announcing up here. Side headlock applied by Rip Oliver. Stan just powers out of that to a top wrist lock. How about that? Boy, that crowd just loves every move Stan makes in a positive way. And that's certainly a positive way right there. If Stan Stasiak can beat Rip Oliver tonight, it is our understanding that Stan will have a chance at that championship belt, which he has already held 15 times over his career. A Northwest Heavyweight Championship belt. Rip Oliver, I think, is complaining that Stan grabbed the hair. We didn't see that. The cameras didn't see it. Nobody else saw that. Must be a figment of his imagination. Stan Stasiak with a knee-laying arm bar. And he's got that locked in pretty good. Rip Oliver trying to get to his feet. Hey, look here. Joining us in the crow's nest right now, Armando Guerrero.
How you doing, Don? You know, I wanted to come down here and talk to you and to help the people in TV land see what this amazing man, Stan Stasiak. Now, we know that the man's been retired for a couple of years here, but he's been called back to the ring by not only the gypsy heart that he has, but by a wrestler that's very dangerous nowadays, which is Rip Oliver and his clan. To me, I can't express the words that I feel to see a man like Stasiak come back into the ring and facing all odds, really, because when you're out of wrestling, you know, the body tends to soften up. Your bones do not take the punishment night after night, so, you know, they lose shape and the toughness into it. So I'm sure that the man has felt his comeback like he says it is. It's a comeback. He has felt it to its full extent by being hurt, sore the next morning, and, you know, even probably mental problems. But he's out there. He's out there to prove to himself and to the people out there that what he can do, and that's why I'm here. I like to express, as you can see, the form he has in applying holds. That's a chicken wing. He has the correct form. He's holding it with his right hand and putting full pressure on it. He's riding. This is what we call riding a man with a hold. He's not trying to make him submit right there. He's just wearing him down for later on, you know, wear down the bull, like they say, and then kill him.
Right. Well, certainly Stan's giving up. That's a very good analogy there. Stan's certainly giving up some age, and he's giving up some conditioning. But I'll tell you, the man has a lot of pride. He's got a tremendous amount of experience, but there's no way Rip Oliver can match that. And that experience and that pride comes through.
Yes, it is. And, you know, that's, I would say that's part of his drive right there. Is not the most powerful part of his drive, is that pride that you call. He's well known in this area, even though he's from Canada. He's made Portland his home for many, many years. He's settled down here. He's got his wife and kid here. They're a beautiful family. People love him. Everybody that talks about the Stan, the man knows who they're talking about. Is a great wrestler and at one time a great champion.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes, he's wrestled. He has to be great. He wrestled all the big ones. He wrestled Lou Thesz. He wrestled Gene Kaninsky. He wrestled Dory Funk Sr., Dory Funk Jr., I'm sure. He wrestled all the big guys here. And I tell you something, he's amazing to see.
If I'm not mistaken, his name is etched on the championship belt.
Yes, exactly. It's engraved there. He's in record. Not only does he have his name on the championship belt, he's got it in many, many arenas. A lot of promoters love Stan for his work and his performance. And not only that, for the pleasure he has brought out to the people.
Well, he's done so many things in his long career. He's the only man in professional wrestling history to ever bring Andre the Giant down to his knees, and he did that with a heart punch in Madison Square Garden.
Wow.
Did you know that? Huh?
Yes, I did know that, and it's a good thing you brought it up. It's just to show you how powerful he has developed this heart punch. It's mastered. He's mastered it. He's an expert at it, and he knows how to use it well at the right time and at the right place.
Well, he's taking a little beating right now at the knees of Rip Oliver. But Stan has been dishing it out, and he can dish it out. He's given Rip a run for his money the past few weeks, and he's taken some money from Rip.
That's right. That's right. You know, just to show you right now the way Rip Oliver is wrestling. Now, he knows that Stan's got all the odds against him: age, retirement, his body, adrenaline, power. So he knows that he's working. All he has to do is concentrate on those joints, the knee joints, the ankle joints, the elbows and shoulders. And he knows that he could probably beat Stan in any given minute, but he wants more than that. He wants to hurt the man. Let's just show you what kind of mind this guy has. It's not a wrestler's mind, it's a crippling mind.
Absolutely. You're absolutely right. But Stan's a professor, huh? Look at that.
That's sir. That's what we call a general. That's what we call a general in our profession. He knows the shortcuts. He knows what to do. Right now, you know, he's hanging on to the ropes. That's why he's hanging on to the ropes. I bet you that's why he's doing it. He's just he's taking his time on it. He's receiving. He's in the bad end of the combat right now, but I'm sure he still has a lot of power behind that punch.
Well, Rip Oliver, of course, trying to create a weak spot, working on that left knee of Stan Stasiak, twisting that ankle around. Right now, Rip will go after a weak spot, and then he'll use every tactic that he can to hurt somebody. And there are times, Armando, when he doesn't even care if he wins the match. He just wants to hurt somebody.
Exactly. See, a little while ago we saw him work on the knee. Now he's working on the ankle. He's climbing down the joints. He's just working on those joints, heavy. And you know, when we wear a wrestling boot, the reason we lace it up is to tighten up our joints. Those are our wheels, you know, our ankles, our knees. Those are our wheels. For many, many years, wrestlers did not use knee pads. Now you don't see a wrestler without a knee pad. Everybody considers that part of the equipment now is knee pads, because we have learned how to conserve our knees, which is our wheels, our ankles. That's why we use those long boots. There we go. It's a good example of what Stan can do. He knows what he's doing, but you can't take away from Rip. He's taking it. He's taking good punches. He hanged on until right now that he got scratched on the back.
Yeah, he just, Stan just raked right down Oliver's back, and now face first into that turnbuckle. Stan Stasiak now in command, in control. There's a pop right on the forehead.
Good example of the general right there. He knows all the rules on the book. He knows how to turn around and the referee not see that. Here we go. He's working on those traps now. Yeah. He's putting those fingers right down that muscle. That's what he's doing. That'll weaken him out.
Oh, yeah. That'll get your attention real fast, that trapezius. And Stan's very good at that. He's got a very powerful grip. Well, he's got to have with that hard punch.
Oh, yeah. You know, they say that in wrestling, all you have to know is one hold. You know, and if you master that hold, you can go a long ways. And he has mastered that hard punch to the max. And now you can see right now the power he has on that one hand, one arm. Even though he's up in age, he's still got that hard punch. And you know what? I don't never want to get hit with that hard punch.
Well, you know, grabbing, just gripping that trapezius like that, doesn't that have, not only is it very painful, but doesn't it have kind of a paralyzing effect up there?
Oh, yes, anything that has a puncher into it. If you puncture a muscle, you would always feel that muscle tighten up. So that's exactly what he's doing. He's squeezing the muscle. It's a form of puncturing it. So he's got to feel that muscle tighten up on him, and not only on the shoulder, but I bet he's running all the way down to the hand. He can feel the fingers, he can feel the elbow, shoulder, everything. All the way up to the neck.
Well, I was talking with Stan a little earlier, and I know he wants this match awfully bad. Rip Oliver has done some things to him verbally. He's done some things to him physically over the past few weeks, and he wants a shot at that belt, and this is a very important match to Stan. So there's more than just pride on the line tonight.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It's more than pride. You're absolutely right. As you can see, Oliver does not have a silver tongue at all, you know. He grabs anything and everything to annoy you, to tell you off, to insult you, just in order to beat you mentally. So whenever you have to meet him in the ring, he at least got that step over you. He's got that mental power on you. So he thinks, you know. It's all how you receive that and you answer it. And I think that Stan's doing one heck of a job answering to his insults and to everything that he's done. He's hit him in TV with a chair. He's spinning right on midair. Hey, that's a big insult. And to be able to compose and maintain the balance of your mind in order to face a wrestling match, I think the Stan's got it all right now. It's not more.
Absolutely. Rip Oliver will stop at nothing to psych somebody out through anger, to kick on them, beat them, punish them, hurt them. Now he's going outside to get Stan. Stan's already down. Face first into the apron of the ring there. Now, see, he didn't have to do that. No, he comes outside. Stan's already outside on the concrete. He's hurt. Here comes Oliver again.
There he goes. Let's see what he's going to do this time. plans to use that shoulder. Oh, I tell you,
right
you get
into
hit in those poles. Those poles are made of pure steel, and they drive you all the whatever part your body hits in that pole is bound to hurt.
Your body's going to give long before that pole does.
Right, that's right. That's absolutely right. Here he goes again. Good example of the crippler right there, of what he can do and what his tactics are.
Absolutely. They don't call him the crippler for nothing. He tries to live up to that name in every match that he's in, just to cripple somebody, hurt him.
I've wrestled Rip only one time since I've been here, and I wish I could wrestle him more. There's a lot to learn from this man. He is champion. You can't take that away from him. Just the way he goes about doing these things. I bet you he's a very good wrestler. The day I wrestled him, he showed a lot of poise and a lot of balance and a lot of wrestling holds that he actually doesn't like to use, but he uses them when the time is good. He's a champion. Right now he's trying to prevent Stan from having that title bout. I don't know. Is he really afraid of Stan? I really don't know. But I know that Stan is going all the way out for it, and I hope the best for him right now.
He's got to be very concerned. He's got to be very cautious of Stan because he knows what Stan can do. Stan's done it to him in just the past few weeks. When he thought Stan was completely out of condition, he was calling him an old man and has been, and then he found out that Stan still has got a lot of explosiveness left in him.
Well, you're absolutely right there. He's got to be cautious about any man. Any champion has got to think of any man. Any size, any shape, any color. He's got to think of every man that wears a wrestling tights. He's got to think about him. So I'm sure that's what Rip's got in mind, not only on Stan, but in the many other wrestlers that are around here. Even probably he's even got his two men checked out, you know, Ebony and Mike Miller. I'm sure he knows every power, how far they can go with it.
Oh, I'm sure. Stan Stasiak now coming back with a shot in the midsection. One right in the face there. Here we go. Look at that. See, he's got that thumb ready.
He's got 10 definitely hitting in that thumb, and I don't know what it is, but he seems to not be able to use it right now. Whoa, right on the top. You saw that. Now that's a good example of the power of Stan Stasiak. He can still have with one arm leap a man over the top rope.
You bet. He went clear over that top rope. He didn't just go through the ropes. He went over the top. And actually, you know, what Stan's going to wrap Oliver up out there and into that iron post. Look at that.
Right. What goes around comes around, like they say.
Absolutely. Stan Stasiak now doing a number on Rip Oliver out there. Right on the concrete. Oh, he just laid a good one on him right on the forehead there. That put Oliver down on the we can't even see him from here.
No, he's down right now. I wonder if that's going to... Nope, there he is. He's coming through. No, you can't take nothing away from from Rip Oliver. He's a good wrestler. He's got a lot of poise and a lot of strength. That's a good example right there. He just got hit in the shoulder plus in the head with a powerful punch of Stan Stasiak, and he's still coming back. So you can't take nothing away from him.
Oh, no, he just took a good shot again right in that turnbuckle. We talked about his thumb. But, you know, he's got that thumb so bandaged, Armando, he doesn't have to have anything in it. He's got so much wrapping around it, it forms a weapon in itself.
Well, he claims that he's hurt that knuckle there before. Could this be it for a 3 count? Oh,
yes. Yeah. Hey, beautiful. Stan the man, Stan Stasiak taking the first fall from Rip Oliver. He's 1 fall up, just 1 more to go, and he'll have this one. Oh, he nailed Rip Oliver. Now, see, there's a case where Oliver, I know, was not expecting anything like that.
No, he's not. Going back to that thumb, you know, you got to be he's claiming that he pulled the trunk, but it's not. It's just to show you. See, he starts already working on the mind of Stan Stasiak. See, he doesn't let him rest, not even mentally. He's working. He's pulled my trunk. Now, we all thought it was a clean, 1, 2, 3. But he's still working on the mind. See, he's working on the mind. It's just to get to annoy him, to break him back, his mentality. That's
he's trying to psych everybody out. But anyway, the decision stands. Stan Stasiak victorious in the first fall of our main event tonight over Rip Oliver. We will be right back, right after we remind you about professional wrestling action this coming week. All right, here we go. This is Don Koss along with my interim broadcasting partner, Armando Guerrero. And if you tuned in late, we're in the second fall now of our main event between Stan Stasiak and Rip Oliver. And boy, I tell you, Armando, Stan did a number on old Rip on that first fall.
He sure did, Don. And, you know, I'm sure that right now Stan has in his mind that he's just going to hang on and probably wants to take what better thing could happen to Stan than to take 2 straight falls, one right after the other. I hope the best for Stan. But like I said, you can't underestimate the mind of Rip the Crippler Oliver.
You know that he won't stop at anything to get the victory because there's no way that he wants to give Stan a shot at that belt.
There's no way. You know, right now we're seeing Stan going straight and working at that back. He knows he's already weak in the back up in the first fall. So the sign of a good wrestler is always to go back at the weak point and just continue applying any type of pressure on it in order to weaken the man out. Who knows? He might just all of a sudden change to an arm or to a leg. But right now he seems to be working on that back.
You see that entire ring move when Stan threw Oliver right into that turnbuckle? Man, I tell you, that's a couple of tons of ring moving over there. You know, something I'd really love to see is Stan Stasiak regaining the Pacific Northwest Championship belt for the 16th time and then having a shot at the World Championship again when Ric Flair comes in October. Wouldn't that be something?
Wouldn't that be something? You're absolutely right. Yes, you know, we have a Ric Flair coming in here signed up for October. I'm sure that every wrestler around the Northwest area right now is everybody wants to get in the ring with Ric Flair. What better thing that could happen to any wrestler? So it'd be interesting, for sure. It'd be interesting to see just to see a match between Stan Stasiak and Ric Flair, because both of them are champions. In Stan's case, former champion, and I'm sure that Rick has been a champion now. There should be one match that anybody, any part of the world would like to see.
Well, you're right about everybody wants a shot at Ric Flair. In fact, Don Owen has heard from Billy Jack in Florida. Billy wants to fly out here in the middle of October to meet Ric Flair in a championship match. So that would be something. I suppose you'd like a shot at Ric Flair too yourself.
Yeah, I sure would. You know, I'm sure my name's on the list, and I sure like to talk to Don Owens or Barry Owens, whoever has to be talked to about that shot. Oh yeah, I sure like a shot at that. Not only that shot, I like to have a shot at the belt the Ripper Oliver has. I tell you something, he carries a big burden there carrying that championship about, because there's a lot of wrestlers after it, and there's a lot of money to be made with that belt.
We were talking about some of the tactics used by Rip Oliver, and he's using them right now on Stan Stasiak. There's that thumb into the rib cage.
Well, just to show you how he uses that thing.
Oh, this could be it.
This could be it. It looks like he's going for the pin for a 2 count and 3. Hey, you see what he did there at the end?
Got the trunks. He used the trunks.
Who knows? Stan could have kicked out of that last move, but he just for security, he went and held that last tight. But I tell you, that's uncalled for. If you're beating a man, beat him straight, right in the middle of the ring. You don't have to use nothing.
How many times have we seen Rip Oliver do that, when in a lot of cases he wouldn't even have to do that? That shoulder breaker is one of Rip Oliver's moves that just is devastating anyway. Why does the guy have to resort to that?
I don't know. Could it be fear? Could it be
I don't
fear?
know. Maybe so.
Stan Stasiak, everybody says he's washed up, but he's been doing amazing things this past 2-3 weeks. And I tell you something, maybe that's what's running in Rip Oliver's mind. It's fear. And if it's fear, he's going to be dominated by it, and he's already losing if it's fear.
Well, whatever it is, this decision now stands to. Our main event is all even at 1 fall apiece. We'll be back with the third and deciding fall after this timeout of our main event. If you tuned in late, you have missed one heck of a main event so far. First fall taken by Stan Stasiak over Rip Oliver. The second fall taken by Rip Oliver in a shoulder breaker. Then he used the trunks to get the 1, 2, 3 count. I think I just made up a new phrase while I was talking to Jerry Gray, in the future to come. Isn't that marvelous? Hope my English professor is out there listening to that one. Well, we have joining us now in the Crow's Nest, I have a new broadcasting partner, Tommy Pritchard. Tommy, we've got ourselves one heck of a main event going here.
Well, thank you very much, Don. I tell you what, we do have a heck of a main event going on here, and I think Stan's been holding his own for quite a while. And it looks like if he wins this match, he is going to get a shot at that Northwest Championship. And I'd be more than happy to see Stan get the Northwest Championship for, I believe, the 15th or 16th time.
16th time, yeah.
16th time, that's right, Don. I wouldn't mind getting a shot at this man myself. Rip Oliver's been a thorn in everybody's side in the Northwest, but especially Hack Sawyer's and mine by putting the Clan, people like Mike Miller and Mr. Ebony, up against us in tag matches. Of course, that's part of the competition. But Rip is that kind of man. He's that kind of leader for the Klan, and he's a very strong-willed person. I will say that for him.
Not only is he a thorn in everybody's side, Tommy, he's a thumb in everybody's side. You saw him use that thumb, then you saw him pull the trunks after he had the shoulder breaker on Stan.
Well, that's true, Don. But then again, that's part of Rip Oliver's philosophy, and that's the way he wants his Klan and his people to react and use the same things that he does. And this is what he installs in everybody. Everybody said that sides with him, and he gets the job done. I'll have to say that for the man.
Well, Stan's going to have to fight fire with fire, and we know Stan can do that. He's been there before, years past. Now, Rip Oliver just kicked Stan's hand. Now he's jabbing him again, going for a... He's going to... Oh, I thought he was going to go for another shoulder breaker.
There it is, Don. Look at this.
That's it. This could be it right there. 1, 2, 3. Oh, baby.
That's it. That's the kind of things the champions are made of. That's why Stan Stasiak is the former world champion right there.
Oh, here comes the Klan. What is this? Mike Miller and Tommy Pritchard's going out there now. Tommy just left the announce booth here. Mike Miller and Mr. Ebony teaming up on Stan Stasiak. Come on, get these. Here comes Tommy. Tommy's getting into the ring right now. Rip Oliver. They've got Stan. Oh, I think they just used a pile driver on Stan. Look at Tommy Pritchard. He's taking all three of them on. Tommy's going to need some help out there. We got to get somebody else in here. Now Tommy's really taking a beating. The entire Klan. There's not a thing Sandy Barr can do. Rip Oliver, just nails Tommy Pritchard right in the head with his knee. Here comes Jerry Gray. What in the world's he going to... Jerry Gray? He's hitting on the Klan. Jerry Gray has come to the rescue of Tommy Pritchard, and Stan Stasiak, he just nailed Rip Oliver on the chop. Look at Jerry Gray unloading. Jerry Gray looks like is turning the tables. Oh, baby, outside goes Rip Oliver. Golden Boy Jerry Gray. We haven't seen him on this side of the fence in the Northwest yet. But boy, I tell you, he's looking good out there right now. Stan Stasiak on his knees. Tommy Pritchard still trying to figure out what happened to him after he came to the rescue of Stan. But Golden Boy Jerry Gray jumped in the ring. I thought he might be going after Stan or Tommy, but no, sir. He unloaded on the Klan. Well, we may have somebody on Stan's side here very shortly. Man, oh man. Well, Stan Stasiak's going to make his way up to the crow's nest. We'll be talking to Stan in just a minute. We'll be right back, right after this timeout. Yes, sir. Getting ready for our main event right now. There's Stan, there's Tommy, there's Sandy Barr, and here's Don Owen.
Ladies and gentlemen, keep in mind that the world's heavyweight champion, Ric Flair, will be coming here for title defenses in October. Rip Oliver, Tom Pritchard, Kevin Kelly, and a whole host of guys are asking for the match. Even Billy Jack called up from Florida, where he is the state champion, and said if he could get a match with Flair that he'd fly up here at his own expense. I'm just telling you what Billy Jack said. And we'll be in touch with Billy Jack, and we'll select the very best opponent we can to meet Ric Flair here in October. The next event will be the best 2 out of 3 falls, or to a TV time limit, a relay team match. Introducing in this corner, the team of Mean Mike Miller and Rip Oliver. Their opponents in this corner, the team of Stan the Man Stasiak and Tom Pritchard.
We may have something going.
Match as soon as possible for the Northwest title so he can get in line for the world champion. And if he can't get a match with Oliver, he'll take on any member of the Klan until he gets a chance with him. Tom Pritchard.
He was talking about Tommy Pritchard there, who wants a shot at that belt that's being held by Rip Oliver. Stan Stasiak had a shot at that last Tuesday night. I think we should make one thing very clear. On that match last Tuesday night, Stan won the match. Unfortunately, he won it by disqualification, and the belt never changes hands on a disqualification. So even though Stan won the match, he didn't get the belt. So it's kind of like winning the battle and losing the war. Stan Stasiak, Tommy Pritchard, going against Rip Oliver and Mike Miller. Of course, National Wrestling Alliance referee Sandy Barr is going to try to keep all this in order. If anybody's betting on that one. And guys like this get in there. There is no such thing as order. Stan's going to start out with, he'd love to start out with Rip Oliver. Oliver says, no, Mike, you get in there first. So it's going to be Stasiak and Mike Miller, and the crowd really getting on Miller and Oliver right now. Stasiak, over the past few weeks, he's taken a few matches from Oliver and a whole lot of money. As Oliver has left an impression on Stan's body, too, in a number of ways, and he's taken a few bucks from Stan. So these men have really been going at each other. And as you remember, it all started about 6 or 8 weeks ago, right up here in the Crow's Nest, during an interview. And Oliver exploded all over Stan. Stan Stasiak now with a twisting armbar on Mike Miller. And now he's going to bend the wrist back. And, oh, yes, going to Pain City right now. Miller drops down to one knee. Next week, Saturday, the return of Scott Ferris. Tommy Pritchard wants a shot at the Northwest Heavyweight Championship belt held by Rip Oliver. We don't know if that's going to be happening yet. Probably have more word on that later. We've got a lot of things coming up in the next few weeks right here in the Portland area, throughout the Northwest, and, of course, right here at the Sports Arena. And next Saturday is going to be one of them. Really good to see Scott Ferris back, too. Been gone a while. Well, this crowd, I'll tell you, Stan Stasiak could run for a mayor or governor or president right now and be elected by the professional wrestling fans anyway. He's really got every fan in the Northwest behind him. Right now he's got Mike Miller on him. Miller working on that left arm of Stan's. Stan has, he's been working out. He's been down at the gym. I've talked to him a number of times during the week. There have been a lot of times when he hasn't been able to make appointments back during the week because he's been down at the gym working out. Mike Miller used the hair again to get Stasiak on his back and into that kneeling arm bar that he's got on him right now. Oh, man, that hurts. Oh, you should have been here Tuesday night. What, another sellout crowd? It's all over. Yeah, these crowds are just all over the place in professional wrestling throughout the Northwest, whether it's in Portland, Eugene, Salem, Yakima, Spokane. Look at that move by Stan Stasiak, huh? And here we go. We got Armando Guerrero joining us in the announce booth once again. How you doing, partner?
Fine, thank you very much, Dan. I just couldn't resist. I asked permission to come up here to try to tell you something about this match, which looks very exciting as it is.
Oh, it is, yeah.
You know, other than the Battle Royals and other than the six-man tags, one of the most exciting matches in any wrestling card will be a tag team match. You have 4 men going at a full blast. Anything and everything could happen. As you can see, we have a good team right now with Tom Pritchard and Stan Stasiak. You got the speed, the youth of Tom Pritchard, and the experience of the veteran Stan Stasiak.
Absolutely, and it comes through. Well, I tell you, what Stan has in experience, you know, he doesn't need that youth anymore. He makes up for that in experience and wisdom and caginess out there.
You know, there's been many occasions. I also practice judo back home. I like judo, and I go out there, and one of the most experienced things that I've seen is that I saw one of the oldest men in the world go put on a judo gi and go in the middle of a dojo mat and just took on everybody in the dojo, every student, which everybody took. He took us by 20 or 15 years. So this is what I see in Stan Stasiak. Nothing but experience, as we can see there.
He might be a little slower, but he's more effective than everybody up there.
Oh, he's being effective right now on that left arm of Rip Oliver. The count is on. You can hear the crowd counting along with that arm pump.
Right.
Now Tommy Pritchard comes in and picks up where Stan Stasiak is left off. You know how that feels.
Oh, yes, I do. You just feel like your whole arm is going to be yanked out of there. I'm sure that Rip's shoulder blade is extremely hurting right now.
Oh, look at that.
Devastating punch by Stan. Wow. He's something else with those punches, you know, Don.
Oh, listen, that was kind of a heart punch that he just gave to the shoulder there.
I think that every punch he throws has got to be as hard as he does it for a hard punch.
Rip Oliver would love to make that tag over there with Mike Miller just to get out of the ring and start recovering a little bit. Stan's not about to let that happen. Look on Stan's face.
Yeah, oh yeah, he's determined. It's all a psych out, especially for him, you know. He comes out of retirement into a game that requires a lot of inner fortitude and a lot of stamina. So he's got to have a form of psych out. I would like to ask him that question next time I can on the air, just to hear him say what kind of psych out he uses to get up in the ring.
Well, listen, the next time you're up here for an interview, why don't you just ask him that?
I think I will.
Okay. Oh, once again, Stan Stasiak working on Rip Oliver. Here comes Tommy Pritchard with a kick. Pritchard, fireman carry, and down into a kneeling. Oh, man, he's really working on that left arm.
Right, he's working on, they're mostly working on the left shoulders. We can see they're just pulling on it. It's a pulling strength on the shoulder. What we're witnessing here between Stan and Tom Pritchard is perfect teammate. They're all going back to the same part of the body, which is in this case is the left shoulder. As you see, they don't stay there and wear each other out. They use the tag effectively. They go in there, they keep Rip on the edge, and then as soon as they feel any fatigue, they tag out, and the man outside comes in straight to the same hole, which is a good sign of a good combined tag team.
They're using it exactly like a relay team, just creating that weak spot and working on it.
Exactly. They're wearing him down. They're going to wear him down. As you can see right now, look at the pain in Rip Oliver's eyes and his face. He's asking for help. He needs to do something quick.
Now Stan Stasiak back in there, and he's fresh again, and he's picking up on that left arm, that left shoulder. Oh, yeah, you can see the look on Oliver's face. He doesn't want to be in there.
What we saw right now is a little cheating on part of Stan's and Tom's, but I think they can get away with it as long as they turn that referee around.
Hey, look how many times they've been cheated on.
Well, that's right. You know, they're using some of their own their tricks on them. I don't think they like that.
Rip Oliver was up here talking about that Kendo Nagasaki. Do you know him?
I don't know. I've never seen him wrestle, but I have heard a lot about him. I read a lot about him. He's worldwide known. He uses all the martial arts. He's well known with the martial arts. I don't know what school he is from, but he does combine it with wrestling. I have understood he's one of the most devastating men coming out of Japan right now. He uses that paint on his face, which is a form of psych out, like we've been talking for the past 2 weeks. It'll be interesting to wrestle him, and not only that, to see him wrestle.
I'm sure you'll have a chance to take him on out there a few times when he comes out here.
Well, I tell you, when my turn comes around, I'll make sure, just like any other professional wrestler that I wrestle, I take my time and I study the man. I really do. I see the way they stand, the way they move, the way I try to see the way they think, because it gives me an idea, an edge on them to be one step ahead. And I think he's going to be a powerful contender when he comes here to the Northwest.
Well, I'm sure he's going to be really surprised when he finds out the talent that we've got up here, too, in the Northwest.
Yes, sir, you're right. This is one of the best crews any promoter could have. You have, right now we have Tommy Pritchard. He is advanced tremendously. I'll tell you something. I saw Tom Pritchard about 5 years ago when he first started in wrestling. And let me tell you, he has improved like 150%. As you saw right now, he was losing the edge on it, and he came right back. He came right back. That's a sign. Any man would like to have Tom Pritchard as a tag team partner. I think Stan Stasiak is very proud of Tom right now.
Look at that. Stasiak just delivered another heart punch to that arm, the bicep of Mike Miller.
Oh, yeah. We've been talking about the tag team, right? Okay, we're going back to the same thing. Now, you can see what Rip is doing. He's thinking, wow, they're doing the same thing they did to me on Mike Miller. Well, it's just to show you the power that Stan Stasiak and Tom Pritchard have. They can use the same holds on both men, and they're going to wear both of them down.
So they create that weakness for the entire team over there, and which gives them certainly an arm up in the match.
Yes, sir. They did not switch to a leg. They did not switch to an arm. They are continuing on the shoulder.
Well, Tommy Pritchard's in there right now. A reversal by Miller and a kickoff by Pritchard. Oh, look how fast he is.
He is very fast. He has improved 100%. I tell you, like I said, I've known Pritchard since he started. I saw him. I remember the first day he came into the dressing room in Los Angeles, California. He was scared. He's a scared kid. First time out of the house, first time into a professional game. And I tell you something, he has adapted himself and his body very much to this game. I think he has a great career ahead of him.
Oh, he certainly does. We've seen him improve up here every week. And, of course, he, along with his partner, Hacksaw Sawyer, reigned as Pacific Northwest heavyweight champions for a while. Sawyer, by the way, is still recuperating from that head injury. He will be out for about another couple of 3 months, as I understand.
Yes, you know, it's one of those unfortunate things. He gets hurt in the ring, and then his opponents find out about the hurt, and they'll ride that hurt, whatever it is, a shoulder, anything. In Hack Sawyer's case, it was the head, and they wrote him out. He went into a concussion, and any man that has any intelligence will take that time off to recuperate and to come out, especially if it's a head injury like Hack had.
Well, I tell you, Stan Stasiak has nailed that left bicep again of Mike Miller's, and there's a red welt on there. Do you see that?
Yeah, it sure does. Just to show you, that's exactly where they're working at. On the arm, not only on the shoulder, they're coming down all the way down to the bicep. As we know, the bicep is connected to the shoulder muscle, so this got to be a big pain. I'm sure Miller will feel that tonight.
Oh, Miller just raked right across the eyes of Stan. Now they got Stan in the corner. Here comes Tommy Pritchard. He's going to try to work on Miller, and now they're teaming up on Stasiak. Look at this. Look at this. Well, Sandy Barr finally got there, but Miller now has taken over on Stan, and Stan's coming back with a couple of shots, and he's trying to fight himself out of that corner, Armando.
He sure is, but as you can see, Miller and Rip, members of the clan, have it together too. Not only did Stan and Tom have, these people know what tag teaming is all about too, and they do everything very well. In their case, they try to turn the referee's face around so they can do their maneuvering to the body. We saw one of Stan punches right now, and you saw Rip. I'm sure he felt it, but he's got the edge to Rip, and he's not going to go out there and fall to a punch. He'll take it. See, there's another one. Maybe he hurt him this time. Oh, a blow to the head.
Right on top of the head. Stan Stasiak, lefts and rights, and there's another right. That put Oliver down to his knee. Oh, you see a thumb. That was a thumb.
That's the thumb right there. There it is. I show you, that's what's wrong with Rip. In my case, he gets in trouble and he goes back to the old tactics. That's a foul play. That's a tricky man. I tell you something, you have to be very careful when you wrestle Rip Oliver.
Oh, yeah, because he can explode on you in all kinds of ways. He just did on Stan Stasiak with that bandaged thumb. He threw that thumb right into the rib cage, and now Stasiak has nailed Oliver's face. Here comes Mike Miller. Oh, come on, they got to get Miller out of there. Jeez, here's now Oliver coming back. Stasiak keeps using that right hand of his very effectively.
Yes, he does. There he is. He depends very much on that hand. You know that? I tell you something, that's one of the most powerful things of Stan's wrestling is that one hand. Look at it. Look at it. He just keeps on using it time after time.
Oh, there goes another one, and Oliver's down. Here comes Tommy Pritchard, and here comes Mike Miller. Drop kick. Yeah, that's kind of a mule kick type by Pritchard. He nailed him flush on the chin.
Right. You know, Tom Pritchard's very effective with this. He calls that the super kick, and it is a super kick. He learned that in his martial arts when he used to take it back in Houston, and is very effective with it. It's worked for him very well. He's adapted it to wrestling very well.
You bet. We've seen him use that so effectively so many times. Now, Miller using Tommy Pritchard kind of like a tackling dummy, shouldering into him. Here comes the whip into that turnbuckle. The entire ring moved to that. Oh, now Pritchard has...
See your head right there? That's your head. I think it's to be the
He got it. All right, baby. What a rollover and pin by Tommy Pritchard on Mike Miller. And the first match, the first fall of our main event, goes to the team of Stan Stasiak and Tommy Pritchard over Rip Oliver and Mike Miller. Oliver and Miller tried to complain to referee Sandy Barr, but it was legal and it was good. And there's more.